Hey everybody, I'm Tom Gumberculese, the Game Master, and in today's video of American Dad Apocalypse Soon, I want to discuss the strategies surrounding upgrading your situation room. There's a lot of different schools of thought as to what is important to do before you make that upgrade and when is the right time. So I want to show you the different things that you're going to want to have in place to make sure that once you upgrade your room, you're not going to be facing an uphill battle to grind for your next upgrade. So the first thing I want to do is talk very briefly about what your situation room is. This is your basic overall level of the game. This determines who you face in different contests. This determines the maximum level that you can upgrade your rooms to. And it also puts a cap on your fighter levels because your fighter training room can only upgrade so much depending on the level of your situation room. I'd like to set aside just 5 seconds to shamelessly promote my YouTube channel and give you a chance to hit the subscribe button right now. Thanks for playing. Now, let's take a look over at your Morning Mimosa tournaments here. When you do a Morning Mimosa tournament, you're going to be put against people who are in the same situation room level as you are. So that means that if you're in situation room level 6 and you're facing easy opponents, when you upgrade to situation room level 7, you're going to be fighting teams with much higher power levels and you won't be dominating anymore. So for this video, I've upgraded my situation room from level 6 to level 7. And there were a number of things that I was able to unlock by doing that, and I took care of many of those things off camera. I upgraded most of my rooms, and more importantly, I upgraded 3 of my fighters to fighter level 55, which is the maximum amount of fighter training that you can have at situation room level 7. So as soon as I made that upgrade and I went back into the Morning Mimosa tournaments, I noticed that I was not near the top anymore. I was finishing first or second place in every Morning Mimosa tournament that I did. And during the Christmas event, I spent a lot of time doing tournaments to try and farm the holiday items, because it was fun. And I managed to get myself 80,000 Mimosa bottles, which we'll talk about those in a second. The first thing I want to say is that all of the strategies shown in this video are perfectly viable in free-to-play. The only thing that I've actually spent money on in this game is the holiday Krampus event, because I really liked how these holiday outfits looked. And I also bought the turtle by accident because I thought it would pick up stuff for me, but the turtle doesn't do anything. It took 195 levels for me to farm that gingerbread man from the Krampus event. By the time I felt like quitting, I was in too deep. I don't know that I would do it again, so the RNG on that one was a little bit iffy. Since I'm talking about some of the pay-to-win features, I want to mention the holiday outfits from the Krampus and Christmas event. They look awesome, and that was the main reason that I spent the $10 to be able to unlock the full outfits. They're just really cool. But as far as the power level goes, while the numbers are higher, and there was a massive boost to my fighting score, the actual performance of these holiday items was not more than a free-to-play player could get. I would regularly lose to people with power level of 70,000 less than mine, just because they were using a solid item set. These were flashy, but just because you're fighting a pay-to-win person and they have the special outfit, doesn't mean that your legendary gear can't compete with them, and I think they do that on purpose. So if you look here, most of my gear is level 40 and level 39, but my fighting level is 55. So once you upgrade your situation room, you need to have a plan for how to give your fighters better gear as quickly as possible. This is the plan that I recommend for that. Once you make it to the top position in your situation room and you're regularly dominating the Mimosa tournaments, you're going to want to stay there for a while so that you can farm the Mimosa points. And you're going to need a lot of them, and this is why. Once you reach situation room level 7 in the market, you unlock in the Master's Chest guaranteed legendary items. And this is what you're going to want to target. Every time you upgrade your situation room, the cost of this chest goes up. It goes up by a lot. You're going to want to farm a lot of Mimosa bottles before you upgrade your situation room, because 2 things are going to happen when you upgrade. The first thing that's going to happen is the Master's Chest cost is going to go up. The second thing that's going to happen is your ability to win tournaments is going to go down. So after you upgrade, getting Mimosa bottles will be more difficult. So if you don't do it before you upgrade, you're going to find yourself playing from behind, and it's going to take you longer to get where you want to be. Since I have 3 level 55 fighters and all level 40 gear, I need to buy some legendary items with the points that I've saved up. So I'm going to buy a few of these chests and see how my luck goes. Wish me well. Alright, 2 legendaries. I got an engineer set and an engineer weapon. Let's do it again. Alright, 3 that time. That's good. And some epics too. The epics are going to be useful. I'm going to keep going. I need a lot of these. There we go. Legendary weapon, a ring, and some more armor. I haven't seen all the pieces that I need yet, so I got to keep going. There's a gun, gunslinger armor. I'm still waiting for regular armor. Come on, baby. Give me some regular armor. There we go. I need a good gun. Nothing there. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted some AoE right there. Alright, so I'm going to save those other 13,000. So let me go back and equip my fighters. My current power level, if I were to participate in the tournament, is 296. So let's see how much of an upgrade this is. Going to my Rogers, let's pull everything off. This guy was a melee person. I'll keep that because he needs it. So let's switch over to melee. What's the best weapon? 12% dealing damage. Let's try that. Let's give this guy the best armor I have. So I'm going to go with the first one here. Equip that. Let's give this guy a ring. That looks like the best ring that I have. Equip that. The best amulet. This one right here, and equip that. Alright, so my melee fighter is finished. Let's go to the next one. We'll take away all of this fancy Christmas stuff. But it's not really that much better than my holiday cannon over here from level 40. Load him up with some gunslinger gear. Let's give him the best gunslinger armor. The gunslinger outfits are tricky to pick the best one because most of them are when they're taking damage. And when your gunslinger is taking damage, it's really too late. Best ring. I don't want energy damage. I want regular damage. There we go. There's not a lot of good choices when it comes to gunslingers as far as amulets go, so just give them as much armor and health as you can. Save your highest energy charge for your engineer if you're going to be using one of those. So I'm going to give him this amulet here. Equip that. Next one. Alright, let's get rid of this engineer. He was fun while he lasted. So when looking at the engineers, I'm going to look to see what the best armor is first, and usually it's going to be the one with the highest energy charge. This one's got extra crit and dodge, but I don't know that those help me very much. I'm going to stick with the energy charge. Next thing I'm going to do is equip my highest level rings. Anything that has bonus to energy damage, I'm definitely looking for. So let's take that one. The same thing goes for amulets. This has a very high energy charge. Now let's go to the weapons. This one will deal 8,500 splash damage. That one will deal 13,000 splash damage. I think I like this one better. So now if I look at my power level, I've gone to 369, 848. And that's pretty competitive compared to what I'm seeing in Mimosa tournaments at Situation Room level 7. So the last thing I want to do is cover a tournament now, because tournaments are a little bit different once you get to a higher level. Once you get to Situation Room level 7, the tournament dynamic changes a little bit, and the strategy is a little different. I'm going to cover that in this video to show you how to still get consistently high scores within these morning Mimosa tournaments. You're going to need to be able to win consistently so that you can grind your way up to Situation Room level 8. But you're going to want to have a lot of Mimosa points saved up before you make that leap. So this is the strategy you're going to want to use in the tournaments to get you there as quickly as possible. First thing I want to do is the same thing I always did. Find somebody who's close to my power level. You're going to give me a tough fight. I have no idea how these people work together. Let's find out. I got 49 points, which is good, because that means everyone else who took an easy fight to get 50 points, I'm going to be able to check out their power level and next round use them to catapult myself near the top. Once you get to these higher levels, the equipment makes it difficult to tell who's going to win a fight, which means all a lot of people have to go on is the power level of the person that you're facing. The trick is you need to get ahead of the people that are close to you as quickly as possible, because they're going to be hesitant to come after you. So right now, in the second round, I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody that I can beat up and get ahead with. I'm going to take the lowest power level person I find, which is going to be Muse in this case, and I'm going to go for it. So see here, now I'm at 123 points. Everyone else looks like they're going to be playing catch up. And I'm just going to try and stay ahead of the pack for as long as possible. Right down into the bottom corner is usually where they put the lowest person. So the whole point of this is you need to make it so that people need to take risks to catch you. And if you're on the top and they're in a number 2 or a number 3 spot, the psychology says they're not going to want to take that risk because they're already guaranteed a good position. All right, we've got a couple people that are close behind me. Now's the time to watch. But look at their power levels. 389, 391, 256. 402 is the guy to watch. Wickerman Stan. He might be the guy gunning for first, and he might get it. Because I don't know that I could beat a 402. Even if he is in holiday gear. I'm at 223. Look at Phoenix. Played it safe. 50 points. So it looks like I was right. Wickerman Stan had himself in a fantastic position. And as the top man on the board, he can get away with more than anybody else. I put myself in a good position here by getting to 369, pretty much right after upgrading my Situation Room. My gear is going to get better than it is right now within Situation Room level 7, and eventually I'll be in a position where I can bully the tournaments a little bit more. But right now, when you can get kind of near the top right out of the gate, this is the strategy you're going to want to stick to. Come out hard and fast, and then get maximum points each time. This is the last round. I'm in the number 2 spot. He's got pimped out holiday gear. I might be able to take him, but do I want to waste the last 10 minutes of my life that I spent trying to get these Mimosa points? Absolutely not. I'm taking the easy win. And that's what pretty much everyone else is going to do too. Within these Mimosa tournaments, there is nothing wrong with second place. Anything in the top 3 is great. So that's how you get top 3 in a tournament. So the tournament's over and I got second place. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if you're wondering how much you need to save up for each Situation Room, Situation Room level 7, which is the first one where you can buy legendaries, so don't spend your Mimosa points before then, is 8350. Situation Room level 8 is 18,100. And for those of you who are really going for it, Situation Room level 10 is 39,600. The last thing I want to cover is something that's a little bit controversial, and that is the topic of trophy dropping. One of the things that might be happening to you when you're trying to level up is you're getting repeatedly raided, and all of your hard-earned money and resources are being stolen while you're offline. So what happens is, when you're offline, your house is up for grabs in the PvP arena, and you're matched up with people based on your trophy level. So one of the ways that you can manipulate that is, when you're about to log off, you can lower your trophy level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those 18 trophies that I lost, and now here's where you can really start to trophy dump as much as you have food. So I'm going to be looking for guys that are going to give me the greatest amount of trophies lost. So this one is going to lose 20. So 2 things are going to happen. First of all, when I'm offline, my trophy count is going to be lower, and that means the people trying to get my resources are not going to be as powerful as the ones at a higher trophy count. So while I'm saving up for some of these expensive upgrades, it's kind of like putting your stuff in a vault. But number 2, when it comes to the winning streak achievements and it comes to farming resources to upgrade your rooms, which gets very expensive, you'll be able to win a lot of battles quickly and easily and then spend that money before it's raided, as opposed to trying to maintain a high trophy count and having your resources chipped away at while you're trying to build them up. So this is definitely a situational strategy. And some players might not be comfortable with the idea of dropping trophies on purpose, and that's perfectly fine. Enjoy the game however you want. This is one of the strategies that is available, and if you think it would benefit your game and don't have any problems with it, by all means, have fun doing it. Enjoy the game how you want to enjoy the game. Now, one of the things you do want to be careful of if you're dropping a lot of trophies is you don't want to get yourself kicked out of your clan. Many of these clans have minimum trophy requirements, so don't bomb yourself into oblivion and then find yourself without a good clan. So I hope this information helps you put yourself in a position to succeed when you upgrade your Situation Room from one level to the next. Max out your gear for your current Situation Room. Max out your house. grind a bunch of Mimosa points, and then as soon as you switch from one situation room to the next, upgrade however many fighters you have to their maximum fighting level, spend those Mimosa points, and do it again. That'll take you from Situation 1 all the way to Situation Room level 10. Well, I hope you were able to take some useful information from this video, and if you're just starting out in the game and want some beginner strategies, check out my other videos. The first place every time in Morning Mimosa tournaments is excellent for Situation Rooms level 1 through 6, and the best free-to-play strategies for American Dad is also really solid information that will give you everything you need to pick up the game and start playing at a level that will get you where you want to go as quickly as possible. Having said all that, I'm Tom Gumberculese, the Game Master, and I would humbly invite you to check out my new series, Monster of the Week. It's a combination of improv storytelling, supernatural, Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of funny jokes. I've got some of the most experienced role players that you'll ever find. The storytelling is funny, fast-paced, and it's definitely worth your time. So check out the link down below, or click one of the end cards, and check out episode 1 of Monster of the Week.